Well, hello guys and gals, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Well, I'm still coming to you from Playa Jaco. I'm in my hotel room here. I wish I could have done more videos outside the room. Actually, I haven't done a whole video outside the room, but I just forgot how I've gotten used to my little peaceful surroundings where I have multiple settings to do a video all the time. In a little beach town like this, it's really hard to find quiet spots, and I'm not shy or anything, but I get distracted. I like to be where I can do a video and people aren't stopping or looking or doing this or doing that, or a whole lot of noise and distraction around. But I have done like a long video that's kind of had a bunch of different clips of this trip from a lot of different places, the beach, just a little bit of everything, so be sure and watch that one. But anyhow, I went to the farmer's market here in Playa Jaco, Costa Rica this morning. I've got one more night here. I go back to the mountain tomorrow, and I've talked about this before, but boom, it hit like a lightning bolt, and I knew this. I needed to do a video on this today to start getting people ready. So as you can see from the title of this, Raw Vegans, High Carb Vegans, I'm putting out the call now, May of 2018. Let's do something for a mango feast. Let's do a mango feast. Let's just celebrate eating mangoes. All right, now I do videos like this every day. So if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button so you can keep up with what's going on here. And when you hit that button, click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. Yeah, this morning I went to the market and it was nice. It was kind of funny, you know, size-wise. It was like it really felt small after being up in Alajuela for a while and having just that mammoth market up there. But it was nice, and this is a small town, so you don't expect as such. Now, I'm going to miss my market, so I'm going to kind of miss supplying myself for this week. Hardcore like I do on Saturday, so at least I got a little bit. I've got a sugar cane guy down here too, so I've got myself a half gallon of orange juice sugar cane mix, and then I've got this, which I'm going to drink just in a little while. This is, I guess, 32 ounces of the same thing. But okay, the subject of this May is that month. I've talked about it before, but I think we've got to be, if we're not in the absolute peak of mango season right now, they're so abundant, so good, that this is the time to do it. I'm not sure where we're going to do this next year, but we're going to do it. I'll get back to that in a minute. Let me just show you what's been going on. Now, these three little beauties I have right here, and I need to eat these today, I found these on the ground. There's a couple of trees around here. They're just so good. Mangoes are everywhere right now. You could get probably 100. You could get an unlimited amount, but down here, they're not on the ground they're probably not on the ground 2 minutes, maybe not even a minute before something's on them. A bird, insects, the bees. I find bees buzzing around and eating on them all the time. I mean, there was a whole bunch of them and they'll fool you. You have to turn them over. I saw a bunch on the ground. I'm like, ah, ha, 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 I'm about to load up. And as I turned each one over, like half the fruit would be gone, or there'd be a big hole and there'd be something in there eating on it. So anyhow, yeah, there's mangoes everywhere. I'm in a different area. I didn't find the mangoes weren't as abundant here, or the kind that I like. I like the mango Irwin, but I found one guy. And his prices were, it's pricier down here at the beach than it is in Alajuela. His mangoes, well, I'll tell you why though. His mangoes were 1,000 colones for a kilo. 1,000 colones in Costa Rican money is a little bit less than $2. But his mangoes, when I said that, we got talking, and I'm like, well, you know, I'm like, oh, your mangoes are really good, but you know, they're more expensive down here than in Alajuela. And then he told me, and yeah, I could see from his little certification, his mangoes were organic, no chemicals. So I feel really good about getting that. So I got them, and they're just, I've got probably, let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 12 mangoes, more or less all like this. Approximate size, some bigger, some smaller. 12 of these for $10. They were a little bit more, but these are good mangoes and they're perfect mangoes, you know. Now, as I think I told you the last time I did a video talking about the prices or anything from my farmer's market up in Alajuela. Now up there, they're 3 kilos for 1,000 colones. So here you get 1 kilo, there you get 3 kilos. Whatever. The moral of the story, the point of everything here is, this is the peak right now. I've talked about doing this for a while. You've got a year to think about this. As a raw vegan, as a high carb vegan, maybe you just like to eat a lot of fruit. What better vacation could one of our people have? So you've got a year to think about it, plan it, save some money to do it. And people are going to start asking me, like, I don't think people size me up. They'll be looking for a plan, and they'll be saying, okay, well, keep us updates and this and that, and what are the plans and what are the accommodations. It's going to be pretty loose. We're not doing no she event, and I'm not looking to do a she event. I might just throw it together. I might not even, I might just say, hey, book your stuff here, do this there, or if I do the booking, I'll get a big place. I don't know how it'll go down. Just try to start thinking on your calendar, thinking on saving a little money for May of 2018. Don't even know what area it'll be in. Like I say, we can work out the details. If I can get kind of a rough head count, but then there'll be those people that, they're those type people. I've been around vacation, tourism, all that kind of stuff my whole life. And there's 2 different types of people in travel. There's the people that are just very adventurous. They're kind of like, they'll book their flight, they'll get their destination, and then they're just kind of, they sit back and like, let's see what happens. And then there's the people that just want to know everything ahead of time. Well, how thick is the pillow we're going to be sleeping on? Those were always a nightmare. I had a little travel company and I sold vacation packages, and tourist travelers are a nightmare. I don't know why. People get out of their own little element. So I don't want to, I don't want to be handling a whole lot of stuff during that time. But I will have options, and I don't know what area I'll have it in. I might, between now and then, have people reach out and say, hey, why don't you have it here? It's not going to be a commercial event. It's not going to be something where, well, if it is a commercial event, it will be something very reasonable. It's not going to be something where I don't need some little she resort area that wants to reach out to me, where it's going to cost people, $200 a night to stay just for the accommodations. But got a year to work on that, so we've got some time. And that's one thing about Costa Rica, folks. I can't always answer everybody's questions when it comes to Costa Rica. I don't know all that. I've been in one area a long time, but I'm like a human Rolodex. I know people. Like I've been here 17 years. I've been waiting to do that ever since I left the market. Wow. This stuff's going to be hard to get away from this summer. Imagine coming down here and for like a month eating mangoes and drinking sugarcane juice and fresh orange juice and what have you. Now, no pressure. I mean, there won't be any judgment, won't be like any stink eye if people eat something besides mango, eat other fruit. Obviously, we're going to eat other fruit. We probably won't eat all mango all the time, but that will be the priority. That will be our focus of worship. But what I was going to say is it's not going to be any bad vibes if anybody wants to eat cooked. But I would have to say, like, if you come down in May, you're not in a place where you can get stuff like this all the time. I would almost worry about you up here a little bit if you came down here with all this and you still wanted to eat cooked here. I mean, a lot of times back in the day, I didn't even need to eat cooked when I was an old drunk and not even eating on this lifestyle, just because of the climate and, even back then, I could be really happy on fruit. So let's do this next year, 2018. I'll keep you, like I say, this is just the first little, you've got a whole year to save those pennies. And as far as these bucket lists, I always hear people, I posted this the other day on Facebook, everybody's always got a bucket list. I'd love to do that one day, the mystical one day. You get hit by a damn bus tomorrow, there ain't no more one days. Those bucket lists are hoo-ha. Well, at the most, check those bucket lists off as you go. Check them off. I mean, don't wait. Don't always be procrastinating, have some fun. Have some fun. Yeah, if people go on vacation, it's a fairly economical place to travel to. If you're in certain areas now, I'll go ahead and tell you, if you're in Houston, anywhere Houston, if you can get to Houston to fly, you can get down here really cheap. I got a buddy that he does, you know, I don't get into that. I don't want to get into visas and all that. I have to leave every 3 months for my visa. I've got a buddy that has to do the same thing. He goes back to Houston a lot. And Houston is a hub for Southwest, and Spirit flies there, so they're always competing. Usually he flies for less than $200. Same to Fort Lauderdale. If you can get to Fort Lauderdale, a lot of times there's really cheap prices down here. He can usually get to Fort Lauderdale for a couple $100. Charlotte, North Carolina. So check out those flights. And you can get alerts put on your, you know, you can get alerts sent to your email. So, you know, deals pop up every day. Sometimes you can check a flight. I don't know if a lot of people know this. You can check a flight to go somewhere today. It could say $750. You could check it tomorrow. It could say $740. You could check it the next day, $760. And you could check it, and it stays in a certain range. And out of nowhere, one day, that same ticket pops down and you've got a notification that you can get it for like $380. Don't ask me why. So those are just little tricks to kind of keep your pricing down. But yeah, and I will do it in I'll try to do it in an area. If I don't have like a set location where everybody's staying at one location, I'll do it in an area where there's different price points, you know, like maybe where there's, and I'm not going to do, I don't know camping. Listen, to the ones that, I mean, I love you hippie types that want to camp everywhere you go, but this is a rainy time. This is a rainy country. May is a rainy time. If you want to go slosh around in the mud, you know, more power to you. But no, I don't know about the camping part of it, and I probably won't deal with any camping part of it. But cabinas, or the cheap, like cabins down here, I'll find some cheaper accommodations. I'll find some mid-level accommodations. If we can put up with, I would say we'll find some 5-star just in case. But you know, she people can be kind of a handful to deal with. But anyhow, set it on your calendars. May 2018, let's do Mango Feast down here. If it gets big enough interest, blah, 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 we'll see what the money's gonna be. We'll do some fun stuff. We'll get a DJ, we'll get a big place. We'll dance under the moon while we eat mangoes. We'll get a little crazy, and you'll get to see Costa Rica with me. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. Peace.